So 5 straight goals. Williams does it again.
What's up, everyone? We are back in studio in LA from the bubble.
Yes, we finally made our way back after we put on the championship series, the biggest event lacrosse has ever seen. A lot has gone down since then.
Yeah, a lot of spit tests have gone down, a lot of nervous awaiting results for our COVID tests, and a lot of incredible moments from the championship series that we're gonna hit in the show.
We are. RJ also let his hair grow out a little bit.
It's gonna keep growing, so
let him
be ready.
Go a little
it's gonna
bit
keep growing.
Like RJ said, we have a lot to catch you guys up on, whether it was the whips going back to back or our track with Method Man. A lot happened during the 3-week span we were in Utah.
Yeah, I can't believe we did a track with Method Man. A lot of crazy stuff has happened in the last few weeks. We're gonna break it down in this episode, and we're gonna give away a poster from the championship series as well at the end of the show.
So let's kick things off with first overall pick, Grant Aymond's arrival to the PLL. And let me tell you, he made quite the splash.
Great look inside, Grant Aymond. First goal as a pro.
His first game versus Atlas, he put up 3 goals and 1 assist. Then he kept the momentum going, whether it was his behind-the-back assist to Tom Schreiber that made SportsCenter's top 10 or his diving goals. Let me tell you, the future looks very bright for number 16.
2 reasons I knew Grant was gonna have a great time in the bubble in his first year in the PLL. His pup was in the stands in cardboard form.
Boomer.
Yeah, and was watching from home too. We have pictures to prove it. And number 2, Grant's energy in the bubble from day one was something special.
Good, how are you, man?
Hanging in there.
Yeah?
Happy to be here.
Carried that energy through the champ series, and really, it looked like him and Tom Schreiber had been playing for years out there together, man. It was fun to watch in person.
Number 2 is Josh Byrne.
Oh my God, did you guys see that play? I don't even know I asked that. You definitely saw it.
Gets in closer between the legs. Whoa!
My favorite part of the play as a whole was Andy Towers' reaction after the play came in.
That was actually a 4-button combo of right trigger, D-pad up, green, yellow. We haven't seen that before.
And then the fact that we made a t-shirt too, because it was that incredible of a freaking move.
Don't forget, he came in at number 1 on SportsCenter's top 10 that day. He said he blacked out while he was doing it.
How did you do that?
I don't know, I blacked out.
All right, let's get to our third moment, and that is the Inside Feeds recording with Joe Nardella and Mike EHRHARDT right after the championship game. Now, here's what happened. I literally went into the locker room where they were all celebrating, pouring champagne, beer, Pink Whitney, all over each other. I said, Joe, I need you real quick. Pulled him out into the hallway. We literally sat in the hallway outside of the locker room. Mike EHRHARDT walked by. We said, Mike, do you want to sit down with us? Coach Murphy was there, and we talked about everything from going back to back to their game against the Redwoods. It's a really, really fun podcast if you haven't listened to it yet. Some alcohol, like I said, may have been involved prior to it, but it's a really fun episode, so make sure you go check it out. It's linked down below if you haven't listened to it yet.
Next up is a collection of mic'd up moments that we got from the bubble.
Yeah, we had a ton of them, including Eddie Glazer, who was basically screaming at the top of his lungs, trying to command the Redwoods defense.
Open! Wide! Wide! Wide!
And we had one rookie quietly come onto the scene when the Chaos Chrome game ended. I looked at my phone, I was like, wait, he said what?
Seems like you guys feel like you got Reardon's number, to say the least. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean, Reardon just sucks, honestly, so I'm not sure exactly what to tell you, but he's definitely having a tough day, but this isn't anything new.
And that generated quite a buzz in the bubble for the days to come.
It sure did, but I mean, good for him for having some fun and sticking it for his teammates. He doesn't care that he's a rookie.
Yeah, a star burst on the scene, star, villain, whatever you want to call him.
And it ended up working out pretty well for Blaze in the end.
Yeah, it did. It did. What do you give, goalie of the year or something?
Goalie of the year, yep.
It's not bad.
All right, next up we have Ryan Ambler's OT game winner versus the Chrome. Now this game got off to an interesting start. It was so hot in Utah that day that the power went out in the entire facility.
And the Chrome guys, for example, found some interesting ways to pass the time until we got playing again.
But that was quickly ruined by this Ryan Ambler OT game winner.
Flips it inside. Ambler, bogey!
The assist was dope, but the finish was better. I'm sorry, Grant. It made for an electric finish. Lisa, who was your favorite fan in the bubble watching the games?
I loved seeing all the dogs in the stands. A lot of dogs in the
There
stands.
were a lot of the dogs, and it took them some time to see the WATERDOGS get their first win, but by the 4th game, Andy Copeland and the boys did it.
There he is. DiNapoli back to Courier. Bogey!
We've been documenting their journey from when we announced the team as well. The first 2 parts are live. The 3rd part's coming soon, right, Lisa?
Yep, it's called Building the Pack, so go check it out.
Linked down below. Check out the first 2 parts. Next up has to go to Whips Woods. It's the playoff game for the championship, and this one was a reward for you East Coasters that stayed up late to watch it.
Yeah, anytime these two play each other, you know it's going to be a good game. Whips led most of the first half, then the Woods started to make a comeback. Matt Cavanaugh was absolutely insane.
Cavanaugh shot, goal! Excellent look inside. Back up top. Excellent pass, goal!
And freaking Brent Adams almost played hero going over the back of the net. Didn't quite pan out that way until Jeremy Sieverts came up in OT.
Sieverts working his way open shot. Goal! Ball game!
Yes, Jeremy Sieverts with a high bouncer. He was in disbelief.
Timmy was this close to making that save. And the Whips went back to the championship. They got the dub. It was a wild finish. Is this the best rivalry in the PLL? I feel like that's a rhetorical
I
question.
think so. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. All right, so we talked about first overall pick Grant Aymond, but now we need to talk about second overall pick Brian Costa. He made the case for being one of the best two-way midfielders in the league as a rookie.
Go here. Just go.
Push it. Little hop step and a shot and a goal. We have a debut, Brian Costabile.
This coast-to-coast goal was probably my favorite Costabile highlight of the championship series, and man, I love this guy's confidence too.
How about that coast to coast?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't play it like they should, and if they're not going to slide, then I have a feeling that that's going to happen more often. I'm ready to play.
He also put up 5 points in the Atlas's game versus the Archer, so be on the lookout in the coming years for Brian Costabile.
And next up, I can't believe I'm even saying this, we put out a track with Method Man called Boom.
Tempers flaring here. Boy, ain't no stepping on my feet. When I'm shooting for my goal, ain't no stepping in the crease. I'm guessing nobody told you I'm a legend in these streets.
And it compiled the best hits, strips, face-offs, moments from the championship series. We debuted it on NBC Sports, and damn, this song gets me freaking jacked up, man.
It's really good and it's available on Apple and Spotify, so if you haven't downloaded it, go do it now.
Meth grew up playing lacrosse. You would know that if you heard his appearance on our broadcast on NBC. More to come with Method Man, so stay tuned.
All right, so the best moment from the championship series, RJ, drumroll please, has to be MVP Zed Williams' performance.
Williams gets in tight, shoots, scores! 5 straight goals. Williams does it again. Only 5 to shoot. Williams, shot, goal!
His performance, him winning MVP, and probably being the most humble guy in the PLO overall. This is Zed's MVP trophy, which he affirmed to me several times after the game is not his, it's a team award.
It's a fucking team award.
Hell yeah,
Team award, man. I'm proud of my environment, you know?
There was a number of things I learned from Zed in the bubble. He's incredibly selfless. He's one of the most humble and definitely the kindest player in our league.
He is for sure, and the first thing he did after winning the championship game was call his family. I interviewed him after the game and I asked him how he was gonna go celebrate. He said he couldn't wait to get home to his little princess and get back to his family.
Incredibly nice. And then after that FaceTime call, he came barging in the Whips locker room and we partied and celebrated the Whips going back to back. It was an incredible scene, man. And it was a nice way to cap off our time in the bubble. I got a t-shirt.
I didn't get a t-shirt.
That's tough.
Weird.
That's tough. I'll let you borrow it, Leaves.
Thank you.
And as we promised, we are giving something away this episode. Championship Series poster. What do they got to do to win at least?
All right, so comment down below what was your favorite moment from the championship series. We gave you 10 of them.
We gave you a lot to work with.
So
you can use those or be original, come
no
up with your
excuses.
own. And you could win a poster. That's it. Subscribe, like this video. We will see you soon. I might make this my ringtone.
Weird, it's my alarm clock.
Can you imagine waking up to
That's
this
what I wake
every
up
morning?
to every morning.
Matt Gaudet. That would get me out of bed in the morning.